The region of Zaun. Is it as bad as in Arcane? Death, drugs, corruption, monsters. We're gonna be checking this out right now for the first time. We're gonna be checking out who's a champion, who comes from here, who might show up on Season 2 of Arcane. I'm gonna be doing so blindly. I don't know anything about Zaun besides what I saw on Arcane. I never played League of Legends either. Even if you are a veteran of League of Legends or a newbie like myself, stay a while and listen to this story. Let's see what we discovered today, shall we? So we're doing this series where a noob like myself, who didn't know anything about the War of Runeterra, League of Legends, I never played any of that, is discovering everything on video. You can check my reactions of the show, from the very first moment where I thought that the name of the main character was Arcane, to now. Follow me on this adventure, and today I'm exploring the world map for the first time, starting with Zaun. And on the last videos of this series, we watched Necrit's video. It's a little bit dated from what people have said, but it shows a little bit how the war started, the universe of Runeterra and League of Legends started. So let's go. That's nice. That was nice. And can you move around? Yes, you can. The part that surprised me the most from that video is how consolidated the lore is already. I'm a big fan of MMORPGs, and I was looking forward to playing the Riot MMO. And you know, I was sad when they said they had to delay it, and then I saw all of this, and I was like, okay, I need to check it out so that I can be ready when the MMO launches. I know which region is which. I can see myself running around this world of Runeterra. It's very vast, and there is a lot of lore in it. So today we're gonna start with Zaun. We're gonna go with the dual city states. Ooh. Yeah, they are divided by a bridge, right? The bridge that shows in Arcane. Okay, connected cities, Piltover and Zaun. Oh, so I can click on each of them. And you can see the champions from each area. That's great. I wanted to see that. So yeah, let's go with Zaun today. Alright, I'm gonna click on this little button here so that it brings me into the full screen of Zaun. Look at the art over here. It's underground, right? I guess up there it's built over. Yeah, they're just hanging in the cliffs and stuff. I didn't know that. Alright, let's read. Zaun is a large undercity district, lying in the deep canyons and valleys threading Piltover. What light reaches below is filtered through fumes leaking from the tangles of corroded pipework and reflected from the stained glass of its industrial architecture. Zaun and Piltover were once united, but are now separate. I guess that could be spoilers, by the way. In the last episode of Arcane, they were voting for the separation, right? For the creation of Zaun. I guess this is like far into the future compared to Arcane, yet symbolic societies. Though it exists in perpetual smoked twilight, Zaun thrives, its people vibrant and its culture rich. Piltover's wealth has allowed Zaun to develop in tandem, a dark mirror of the city above. Many of the goods coming to Piltover find their way into Zaun's black markets, and Hextech inventors who find the restrictions placed upon them in the city above too restrictive, often find their dangerous researches welcome in Zaun, like Singe, right? Unfettered development of volatile technologies and reckless industry has rendered whole swathes of Zaun polluted and dangerous. Streams of toxic runoff stagnate in the city's lower reaches, but even here people find a way to exist and prosper. So that's interesting. Even after separating from Piltover, still they are doing the same stuff. Because I remember Silco in the show, he was like, this is just a means to get to the point where we want. Both Vander and Silco wanted this, the city of Zaun to be independent. And I guess they got it in the end. They caused their deaths, but even though probably it's not what they envision. I wonder who is in charge of Zaun right now. After Silco died. I guess we're gonna see that in Season 2 of Arcane, of course. Alright, the champions of Zaun. So let me see which ones are recognized. Echo, Jinx, Singe. People were saying that my pronunciation of Singe, I said Sink, but apparently Singe. Victor, of course, even though he doesn't look like anything, I guess like that was a spoiler and he will reach that point as on. I know Warwick, I know who that is. I don't know if he has any memory of who he is. He's Vander. I don't know if we'll see him on Season 2. I think the teaser was hinting towards that. So we probably will see him. I wonder if he will remember anything at all, and he will have any interaction with Vi and Jinx. Speaking of Vi, where is Vi? Why is she not here? Vi is not a champion of Zaun? I'm confused. Okay, and now we're gonna go with the champions that I don't know, and I'm just gonna go reading their biographies, okay? The brief ones. I might do a deep dive of each champion, where I analyze each single one of them with their potentially videos and everything that they got. We got Blitzcrank, interesting. Looks like a Hextech champion. I wouldn't assume that was from Zaun. The Great Steam Golem, a behemoth of burnished metal, steam, and crackling electricity. Blitzcrank walks the streets of Zaun in a tireless effort to improve the Undercity and give aid to those in need. Also, he's good. Yeah, he's just good. He's like patrolling the city, maybe like Batman or something. Created to descend into the most caustic and dangerous environments in Zaun to dispose of harmful waste, they have evolved beyond the bounds of their original programming, thanks to the genius of their inventor and the mysterious powers of Hextech. Ooh, so I see related champion Victor. Could Victor be the creator of Blitzcrank? And he was just like, yeah, dispose of this, and then suddenly became alive. That's really cool. We got Dr. Mundo. Could this be the boy that gets injected Shimmer at the beginning of the season 1? He kind of looks the same. Dr. Mundo is related to Echo. Utterly mad, tragically homicidal, and horrifying purple. Dr. Mundo is what keeps many of Zaun citizens indoors on particularly dark nights. Now a self-proclaimed physician, he was once a patient of Zaun's most infamous asylum. After curing the entire staff, Dr. Mundo established his practice in the empty wards that once treated him and began mimicking the highly unethical procedures he had so often experienced himself. With a full cabinet of medicines and zero medical knowledge. Wow, he sounds like Dr. Soyber or something. He now makes himself more monstrous with each injection and terrifies the hapless patients who wander near his office. So he's crazy. Okay, I like it. I like his vibe. By the way, I'm noticing that each character has some short stories in here. Let me know in the comments if you want me to read those, because those are pretty long. I could make a video for each one where I'm just reading it and giving my opinions. That's really cool. There is so much lore to explore. Jana, I don't know who she is, but she's hot, yo. She doesn't look like she's from Zaun. She looks too clean. I wonder if any of this will be in season 2. That would be pretty cool. Okay, so Jana is related to Echo, Jinx, and Vi. And Urgot. I don't know Urgot. Do not fear the winds of change. They will always be at your back. An ancient and mysterious wind spirit. Jana has come to protect the dispossessed of Zaun, while her presence is most often felt as a soothing breeze or a ferocious tempest. She also can manifest in corporeal form as an ethereal figure, comforting the downtrodden. Over the eons, Jana has witnessed the rise and falls of civilizations. Through it all, she remains steadfast as a beacon of hope to those in need. Oh, I see a theme here, like Blitzcrank. They just come to help. People, they see that people are suffering and they just come to help. That's pretty cool. Okay, I like her. So she's like some sort of elf or like higher spirit, right? I see she's a support in here, so that means like she might be a healer in the show or something. Okay, one thing for sure is that she's hot. Oh, that's cool. Renata Glask. In the comments on my previous videos, a lot of people mentioned this person, but I don't know from what. The Chem-Barons. Ah, okay, so the Barons are the ones who are ruling the underworld, right? Zaun. At least in the show, it was like that. They had a bunch of them that look like Cyberpunk 76 or something. We don't have to be enemies. Let me change your mind. Renata Glask rose from the ashes of her childhood home with nothing but her name and her parents' alchemical research. In the decades since, she has become Zaun's wealthiest Chem-Baron. A business magnate who built her power by tying everybody's interest to her own. Work with her and be rewarded beyond measure. Work against her and live to regret it. But everybody comes to her side eventually. Ooh, she sounds badass. I like her. I wonder if she's the one who will take over Silco. Wait. And she's related to Camille. I don't know who that is. Echo, Victor, and Zeri. A lot of people are related to Victor, which is surprising. I thought Victor was an outcast or something. That's interesting. Twitch, I think Twitch is the rat. The rat that appears briefly when they're experimenting. Sinch is experimenting episode 1. And then that rat eats the cat. I think this is the same champion, right? The related champion is Zac, that's not. You threw this away, but it's so shiny. Oh my god, it's like the kobolds in World of Warcraft, that they just hoard anything. A Zonite plague rat by birth, but a connoisseur of filth by passion. Twitch is not afraid to get his paws dirty, aiming a Chem-powered crossbow at the glitter heart of Piltover. He has vowed to show those in the city above just how filthy they really are. Always a sneaky sneak. When he's not rooting around in the sump, he's digging deep into other people's garbage for discarded treasures, and perhaps a moldy sandwich. Okay, I like him. He sounds fun. I think it would be great if he shows on Season 2 as a comedy relief or something, but actually badass. That would be pretty cool. I don't know if he's actually the rat. I feel like that might be a theory and it's not confirmed. The rat that is injected in Season 1 of Arcane, the first episode, by Sinch. I'm not sure that's the same rat, because it's not even related here, I don't know. I mean, they might have done it on purpose so that people don't get spoiled, could be. I love the vibe with the sandwich, it kind of reminds me of the Ninja Turtles as well. Yeah, pretty cool. Urgot, I don't know, he looks like Bane. He got a lot of toxic stuff. I mean, you can see that probably maybe these two are related because of the poison. Urgot is related to, I don't know, this person, Echo. This person show up before Camille and Darius. I don't know any of this except Echo. There is only one way to measure a man. Tear him into pieces. Urgot. Ooh, he's like, okay, smash, I see. Once a powerful Noxian headsman, Urgot was betrayed by the Empire, for which he had killed so many. So he's like an outcast, I guess, and he came to Zaun just to chill in there or something. Bound in iron chains, he was forced to learn the true meaning of strength in the Dredge, a prison mine deep beneath Zaun. The Dredge, is that where Vi was? No, Vi was in an island or something. That was different, I think. Emerging in a disaster that spread chaos throughout the city, he now casts an imposing shadow over its criminal underworld, raising his victims on the very chains that once enslaved him. He will purge his new home of the unworthy, making it a crucible of pain. Oh my god, I love it. He's like actually Bane, kinda. I was saying earlier how he looks like Bane, and I guess he behaves like Bane as well. That's pretty cool. And he's all smash, I guess. He's angry. Yeah, he's pretty angry. Alright, Warwick, we already checked him out in another video. So check out that video if you haven't seen. But yeah, we confirmed that's Vander. I'm very sad because Vander broke my heart in episode 3 of Arcane. But anyway. Zac. I mean, I guess this is like the toxic wastes just became alive or something. Oh, it's animated and everything. Okay, that's pretty cool. The secret weapon. He's ready to Twitch, okay. Maybe they come from the same sewer or something. The angrier you get, the more this is going to hurt. Oh my god. Zac is a product of a toxic spill that ran through a chemtech seam and pooled in an isolated cavern deep in Zaun's sump. Despite such humble origins, Zac has grown from primordial ooze into a thinking being who dwells in the city's pipes, occasionally emerging to help those who cannot help themselves or to rebuild the broken infrastructure of Zaun. Okay, so he's kind of good. I see a theme here. A lot of people from Zaun, they just try to help out other people who are in need. I like that. I like that you know, you will assume that Zaun is it's just a place of crime and everybody's dying to get out of there. But no, there is some good in there. I like it, okay. There are some people that I can see chaotic neutral, but this guy strikes me as a good guy. I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, but he kind of does. Ziggs. This looks like the counterpart of Heimerdinger. I know, I feel in another video I said that he reminded me of Jinx if she was Heimerdinger's race. So let's see how true that is. Okay, he's related to Heimerdinger. Rumble, I don't know who that is. Okay, I guess these are all the same race, right? Ziggs, unpredictable, dangerous, yes, but quite brilliant. Heimerdinger. Oh, okay, I was trying to read like Heimerdinger without knowing. Heimerdinger said that. Okay, that's cool. So he's praising him. He's like, he knows him at least. With a love of big bombs and short fuses, the Jordal, right, that's a race of Heimerdinger. Ziggs is an explosive force of nature. As an inventor's assistant in Piltover, oh, okay, so actually maybe it was Heimerdinger's assistant. He was bored by his predictable life and befriended a mad blue-haired bomber named Jinx. I was right, okay. After a wild night on the town, Ziggs took her advice and moved to Zaun, where he now explores his fascinations more freely, terrorizing the Chem-Barons and regular citizens alike in his never-ending quest to blow stuff up. Wow, that's so cool. So see, he's like chaotic, just chaotic like Jinx. I love that. I wonder if we're gonna see him in Season 2. I bet we're gonna see him. And it's gonna be Jinx's companion or something. That's really cool. Alright, and the last one, Zeri. Zeri, the spark of Zaun. And it's related to Echo. Alright, Echo's friend. I belong here. We all belong here. Maybe this is one of those 3 kids that appear with Echo and all of that are running around like Peter Pan or something. A headstrong spirited young woman from Zaun's working class. Zeri channels her electric magic to charge herself and her custom crafted gun. Her volatile power mirrors her emotions. That's interesting. It's a spark reflecting her lightning-fast approach to life, deeply compassionate towards others. Zeri carries the love of her family and her love into every fight. Though her eagerness to help can sometimes backfire, Zeri believes one truth to be certain. Stand up for your community, and it will stand up to you. Ooh, that's pretty cool. Okay, so she's good. I don't know what she fights for family, for community. She's the Toretto of Zaun or something, but she's cool. Okay, so what I have learned from this is that the characters from Zaun are very diverse, and they can be good or bad, and not necessarily because they are there, they are bad. So that's pretty interesting for the plot of the Season 2 of Arcane. So, I don't know, this got me excited suddenly. I wonder where they are gonna take the show. Okay, so here are the short stories. I will probably go one by one in independent videos and just read them and give my opinions on it and discovering the lore of Zaun slowly. And if every region has all these stories, I'm impressed. I'm impressed with the amount of lore that there is already written. And there are a lot of stories, like look at this, look at that, and that's just one area. Amazing. Okay, so there is a feature video that I'm not gonna watch in this video. It's gonna be independent. So check out this link and it will take you there, okay? Now let me check out the artwork. Let's see what we got here. Okay, so this is the tower of the College of Techmaturgy rising into Piltover. I love how I don't know what this is. That means there is something gonna be developed in the future seasons of Arcane. There is so much potential, and you can see this tower rising all the way to what I'm assuming this is Piltover, right? All the bridges and stuff. How legal is that? I wonder if Piltover people are happy by that. Probably they aren't. Probably they smell some fumes here and they are not happy about that. I mean, I guess you gotta pay to be up there in the better houses, well ventilated. Backstreet Hextech deals. Okay, so Hextech becomes like normalized and people make weapons and stuff out of it and they start dealing with it. I wonder if Shimmer is still a thing in this era. Breeder Station. Entrance to the Shimmer bar below. Okay, so there you go. There is Shimmer still. Well, that sucks. I don't like seeing people all addicted to the Shimmer, but maybe they found a new formula and make it more healthy or something. I wonder if the bar of Vander is still in there. The last drop, right? I wonder if it's still in there. Somebody's keeping the legacy alive. Oh, Vander. Wandering markets thrive where Piltover and Zaun meet. I don't see where they meet. Where is Piltover? Is it like right here is the line between them? And this part on the bottom is... Yeah, I'm kind of confused to one thing. I guess up there is where Piltover is, right? I thought the boundaries were marked by bridges. That's what the show made me understand. Vibrant life teams in Zaun depths. Yeah, like this is cooler than I thought. There is so much more to it. I thought it was a dead area that had not much life, but no. There you go. There is a whole city in there. A whole kingdom, really. The sump level. Oh, so that's the very deep of it. It's like an iceberg or something. It's huge, okay. Maybe this is where the snot comes from. What was his name? Blitzcrank or whatever his name is. Also maybe was disposing stuff down there. Entresol level. This is where the shady deals take over, right? Maybe. And the bars and all of that. when Vi is like going down the elevator, I guess. The promenade level. The upper reaches of Zaun exist alongside the lower districts of Piltover, though the differing architecture means the two could never be confused. This is where the wealthy of Zaun gather to shop, dine, and trade goods and supplies from below. Oh, that's cool. It's funny how the closer they get to Piltover, the more they behave like Piltover, right? That's interesting. But at the same time, there is a clear distinctions between the buildings so that people can differentiate them. Like, ooh, look at these plebs from Zaun, right? Private Hexdraulic Descender. Oh, that's nice. I guess like instead of traveling horizontally, they just travel very deep. I wonder how deep it goes. Public Hexdraulic Descender. Ooh, that's very nice. That's cool. So they got different types. So, you know, for the wealthy, they can travel freely with them. City of Iron and Glass. Most of Zaun structures are crafted from lattice ironwork, either forged in the many seething foundries of growth from scavenged materials discarded from above. Though there is brutal functionality to the bolts and rivets of Zaun's structures, its inhabitants still manage to craft breathtaking wonders that pierce the smoke and reach for the sky. Yeah, that's kind of crazy. I wonder where they find all the materials. I guess they just keep digging down until they find the materials to make all these buildings and stuff. That's impressive. They're kind of like dwarves, people who live in there. Like orcs, kinda. They from Warhammer 40k, orcs that just make everything work with what they got. The People of Zaun. Sampesnipe. Sampesnipe, okay. I'm assuming this is not a champion, right? Mechanician, Chempunks. These are like what you can find normally. Though the majority of troublemaking gangs form in the lower reaches of Zaun, their members come from every level of the city and Piltover too. Yeah, this is scary. Imagine you are a person from Piltover, and you just take the elevator to go down there and you find these people. I would be scared. No wonder Kay was kind of like sus about it and had to get Vi to show her. Okay, Chemtech Researcher. Okay, so this is like a scholar. Promenade Resident. She looks like a vampire. Oh my god. Shimmer Trafficker. Oh my god, she looks like that woman from that episode that Kate is talking to get some shimmer and be healed, right? Yeah. Promenade Couriers. Okay, just the male people. Assassins for Hire. They don't look like assassins to me. Okay. Very steampunky. Vigil Node. Okay, this is totally like Warhammer 40k. Oh my god, kind of like the Adeptus Mechanicus from 40k, right? They kind of look like that. Or the Chaos from Norgal. I heard that there is a writer in League of Legends that actually comes from Warhammer 40k. I don't know if that's true. And I don't know if they actually took influence from Warhammer or not. But I can see some. I'm sorry. Samp Scraper. Ooh, I like this. I wonder what amount of flesh is left from their actual body, because they look kind of lost to their machines now. Samp Breather with Grey Helm. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm gonna keep comparing to what I know. This reminds me of the Creek soldiers from Warhammer 40k a little bit. Horticultural Merchant. Okay, just trading and stuff. Alright, these are the People of Zaun. What you can find normally. It's scary. Alright, the Chem-Barons. These are the people who rule, I guess. Baron Velveteen Lenar, a Chem-Baron with many business interests in Piltover. Lenar deals mainly in research into golem technology. Her ravaged body was dying, so she had her head transplanted to a Hextech-powered replacement. She visits Piltover regularly for fluid baths and blood oil transfusions. Oh my god. This is... I don't assume that this is a champion. Maybe it will be later on, all these characters. Chem-Barons. A loose alliance of convenience exists between Zaun's powerful Chem-Barons, powerful individuals who each control an area of the city. It is they and their thugs who keep Zaun from descending into chaos. We saw some of these guys in Arcane, just briefly, really, and I only remember two of them. Baron Wencher Spindrow. Once a lowly lieutenant, Spindlow murdered his boss and took over his empire. Armed with a pair of shock batons, he's a ruthless killer who sees murder and mayhem as tools of the trade. It's like a pirate, yo. Yeah, it's like no rule over here. Baron Saita Takeda. Oh, Japanese name. Takeda has made no secret of his disdain for his fellow Chem-Barons. Claiming lineage from an exiled caste of warriors from a distant land, he has plans far beyond his own territories and interests. I wonder if people who play League of Legends are aware of all this lore and they can see it somehow in the game. I don't know, because I never played League of Legends, I never really watched it or anything. I wonder how likely that is. Baron Petrok Grime. Okay, no story for them. Chemjack. Cool. I guess this is a guard or something. The Tools of Zaun. Let's see what we got here. Oh my god, don't tell me that this doesn't look like Warhammer, kinda, a little bit. Some gas nebulizer. I wonder what that's for. Maybe for breathing well or something. When it's too toxic down there, you gotta go deeper. Hex Carbine. So, wait a minute, Hex Carbine. They have Hex technology fused with the Shimmer and all of that, I guess, right? The combination of that is so crazy and stable, probably. Reusable exofilters. Yeah, again, for breathing and stuff, probably. Chemtech, there you go. Yeah, a lot of champions have this, from what I saw. I guess that's what they get the power from. Maybe, I wonder why it's not purple, like Shimmer. Maybe it's like the evolution of Shimmer turns into this. Integral exofiltrator. Ooh, damn, he's fused into it. That's crazy. Alright, we have explored everything that they display here from Zaun. I still have the short stories, like I said, probably I will do videos separately with each story. But that is really cool, I'm learning a lot, Next video, we're gonna be checking out Piltover, okay? It's the next area. And after that, the other areas, of course. We're gonna go through all the war until we get a general idea of what the war of Runeterra is, right? Okay, so that was more than I expected. That was a lot of lore. I didn't expect it was that much, but we are deep diving into it and we're checking it out. And you're getting my raw reaction from everything, right? Anyway, if you have made it this far, consider subscribing. That would be super helpful for me and the channel. Let me know what you thought. Did I miss anything? Maybe some detail that might have been in Arcane that I totally missed from Zaun. Do let me know. I'm here to learn, okay? This is all a process of learning. And if you are a veteran of League of Legends and the lore, maybe you might have learned something new here today. So thank you so much, and I will see you next video. Bye.